Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 168, and please subscribe. Our lesson today is Your Grace is Given Me. I claim it now. So, what is God's grace? God's grace is that state of awareness of God within our mind, and it has been given to us by God, and we were taught about it from the very beginning of starting this course. In the very beginning of the text, it says, Spirit is in a state of grace forever. Your reality is only spirit. Therefore, you are in a state of grace forever. We are spirit. Again, right there, we are not bodies. We think perhaps that we are. We've placed a lot of belief in that, but we're not. We are spirit, and we are, because we are spirit, in a state of grace. This lesson starts out by saying, but God speaks to you all the time. Why don't we talk back to him? Why are we not conversing? Why are we not having communication with our Father? He's here for us. He loves us. He loves us dearly. And then the first paragraph also goes back into one of the ideas from yesterday's lesson about mind awake, mind asleep. And it tells us that if we are in the state of mind asleep, God still loves us. There is nothing we need to do for God to love us and to love us fully and completely, continuously and forever. If we are in that state of mind asleep and we've rolled over and hit the snooze button, that doesn't mean God doesn't love us. That just means he's waiting for us to have the experience of mind awake. And when we do, when our mind awakes, he loves us with a never changing love, as he always has, because he's loved us that way, mind asleep as well. God's love is continuous, it's expansive, it's unconditional, it's eternal. That is how we are loved. The second paragraph has this phrase, if you but knew the meaning of his love, hope and despair would be impossible. So two things here. First of all, this sentence, this phrase, if you but knew. It's one that we've had a few times within the course and in the lessons. And it's always, if you could just realize, if you but knew, if you could just realize. And in lesson 135, it says, what could you not accept if you but knew that everything that happens, all events, past, present, and to come, are gently planned by one whose only purpose is your good? If we but knew, if we could just accept and realize that he walks beside us, fear would be impossible if we knew that, if we realized that. And in that idea, if we but knew his love, hope and despair would be impossible. Well, what are hope and despair? Hope is an unanswered thought or desire. It's one we're holding on to and have yet to receive the answer. Or we received an answer and we didn't like it, so we're still hoping for something else. Despair is a lack of faith. But if we knew how much our Father loves us, we wouldn't be hoping, because everything would be answered, and obviously there would be no lack of faith, because we would have understood that we have received God's grace. It is part of us. This lesson talks about how God leans down to us. This is how much he loves us. He wants to lift us up and take us to the final step of salvation. That up until then, these are things we had to learn until we get to that final step, that final lesson. But then God leans down to us and loves us and gathers us into him and into his heart, and sweeps away all the cobwebs of the sleep that we have had, that we were in that state of mind asleep, because now we are awakened, and he restores all the memories that we have had that have been forgotten in the sleeping mind. The sleeping mind forgot, but the awakened mind remembers. God loves his Son. This lesson tells us, request him now to give the means by which the world will disappear and vision first will come, with knowledge but an instant later. As we cross over that threshold, as we are gathered in, knowledge will come to us. For in grace you see a light that covers all the world in love, and watch fear disappear from every face as hearts rise up and claim the light as theirs. And what is still undone when your forgiveness rests on everything, then there is nothing to do. At that moment, there is nothing to do. Remember the line, I need do nothing. I will need do nothing, because all will have been accomplished and completed for us. This is a new and holy day today, for we receive what has been given us. God's grace has been given us, and we claim it today. The practicing is as it has been in the morning and the evening and hourly, to please just remember this. And the lesson ends with, your grace is given me. I claim it now. Father, I come to you, and you will come to me who ask. I am the son you love. I am the son you love. I am the child you love. And I know that because your grace has been given me, and we are all one. That's it for today. I hope this helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please pray, because we are not in despair, and we do have faith. Namaste.